Welcome to Hood Champion Boxing and Sports. In boxing, you find a way to win or you find a way to lose. Erislandy Lara and O'Sullivan. I said on paper Lara should beat him. I gave O'Sullivan a chance because I knew that Lara, his legs are kind of gone, right? But what you saw in the fight tonight is they both aged together. O'Sullivan, he just looks super slow, super beyond his best day at 50% of his prime. Like O'Sullivan, it's over for him. You know, like it really is. Lara too. Look at his physique in the picture. Lara's legs are gone, man. He's talking about a new style. Look, Lara got the win because O'Sullivan, like Lara himself, have aged together. So basically, you still got an evenly matched fight as if the two were in their primes. Lara would have been able to outbox, avoid O'Sullivan's aggressive attack, and Lara would have still won. He still would have got a victory over O'Sullivan. But I didn't think that O'Sullivan had slowed that much. I know Lara's legs weren't moving. I know O'Sullivan's durable. I'm like, he can withstand the attack, close the distance. It gives him a chance. So I was like, man, you know, Lara should win on paper, but I'll give O'Sullivan a chance since Lara can't get out of the way of the punches. And O'Sullivan is durable. But what you saw tonight is O'Sullivan, he's still somewhat durable, but he's not the same as he was. He had really no speed, no power on his punches. And what you saw in Lara is that if for Lara to go up and fight a B-level fighter at 154 or 160, that would essentially be equivalent of a quantum leap in opposition. That being said, Erislandy Lara, his career is over. He has to keep fighting these guys who are going to stay in front of him. Any elite boxer from 154 to 160 destroys Lara. What has saved Lara in fights is his ability to get out the way using his legs, fancy feet, floating like a butterfly, stinging like a bee. He is not that guy anymore. He's 40, man. And when your legs go, make sure you're sitting duck. It's just a matter of time because he's holding on to that belt. Now, I'm not going to say he's cherry-picking opponents, but he's found a way to sustain himself and be a very long-reigning champion. I think he learned from the Jarrett Hurd fight. I think he's learned from getting in there with some of these killers. His last fight was a nobody. O'Sullivan has a name, but obviously they saw something in O'Sullivan that, you know, it paid off. But going forward, Lara's, you didn't hear him call out any big names. He's not going to get in there with a Charlo. He's not getting there with an Andre. He's not getting in there with any big name at 154 to 160. He's going to find someone else who he can pretty much, you know, outbox by standing in front of him because the legs are gone. And that's a bad sign, bad sign. But Lara still has the big bazooka left hand. He had one more left in, one more in the chamber, and he unloaded. You just seeing, you know, it just makes me, it takes me back to when I first saw him fight. The first time I saw him fight was against Paul Williams. And I was like, who is this guy? Like, if you guys haven't seen the Lara-Paul Williams fight, I don't even know when it took place. Over 10 years ago. Watch that. That's when I first became familiar with him. And he got robbed. But that guy was something special. That's why he's still here at age 40 getting busy. But you'll see the difference. You know, the guys, they cannot be babies forever. They become two old farts. Lara, I called him Lara. Lara and O'Sullivan. Two old farts now, man. But I'm going to get back in here and finish watching boxing. But Lara still had the straight punches. He still can use his feet to keep distance. He just can't get out the way of shots. He's just gone to a shell defense now, man. Covers up, and there wasn't much coming back at him. But he getting there with somebody who can box and bang. Lara's in trouble, but he's still got the big left hand. It's still there. He's still got the power and speed, but he's not the same. Even his physique doesn't look the same, man. His face looks a little fuller. He just, age, man. Nobody can defeat Father Time. So, anyway, good win for Lara, but he needs to stay away from elite fighters. Legs are gone, man. And time is coming for him to retire. It's coming very soon. But leave your comments below, man. I got it right on paper. Lara should win. I just didn't think O'Sullivan had he's just like low energy, man. Like he just went downhill super fast. And I thought with the Munguia fight, he put up a pretty good, effort. But in this fight, he just wasn't there. So anyway, man, like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Lara still has a few more fights in him, but he won't last long. So if he tries to take on just a A- level fighter, that's going to be like a quantum leap in opposition, and he's going to get hurt badly, in my opinion. Shout out to the veterans. Y'all keep safe. I'm going to watch the Rolly fight and Tank. I'm in the breeze.